So good morning everyone. I welcome you back to my YouTube channel. Presenting before you this wonderful tutorial is the mentor Ampere Cleaner. And of course, if you are new to this channel, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and don't forget to share to others. If you're having challenges in chemistry, physics, mathematics, or biology, make sure that you inbox me on this WhatsApp number in order to register for personal tuitions at Ampere Cleaner Online Academy. So it's a +26 +260 777 66 40 46. This is where things are simplified. So make sure you join HC Academy and you will enjoy the lessons. We have the question where they're saying the roots of the equation. Okay, we have been given an equation. This is the equation. They're saying the equation is 2x power 2 plus 6x minus 5 is equal to 0. They're saying alpha and beta. Without finding the values of alpha and beta, find the equation whose roots are, okay, they were given you 2 alpha, 2 beta, then 1 over alpha plus 1, comma 1 over beta plus 1. So the first thing that you are supposed to do in order to find this question is to find the roots. It's always important to find the roots for you to generate another equation. So now look, we know that the sum of roots, which happens to be alpha plus beta, is found by this formula, negative b over a. So the summation of roots is going to equal to, we know that our a in this case is equal to 2, is here. Our b is positive 6, c is equal to negative 5. So of course, this is going to be negative 6 over a, which happens to be 2. So the summation of roots is, or the sum of roots is going to be negative 3. Product of roots, which happens to be alpha beta, is found by this formula c over a. So what is c? C is negative 5 over a, which happens to be 1 over 2. Now, for us to find an equation, we need to find the sum and the product of these roots. So let's find the sum of these roots first. Okay. So in order for us to find the sum of these roots, the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to sum them up. So to sum them up, we're going to have 2 alpha plus 2 beta. Then this is just the same as 2, open bracket, if we factorize, alpha plus beta. Okay, so this is their sum. This is their sum. Then let's find their product. Their product is going to be 2 alpha multiplied by 2 beta, and that is going to be 4 alpha beta. This is their product. To generate a new equation, the new equation is always this setup, in this setup. So the equation is always in this setup. X to the power 2 minus, here you are going to put the sum of roots, which is alpha plus beta. That's the sum of roots, x. And then this is going to be a plus. Then here you always include the product of roots. The product of roots. So of course this is going to be alpha beta like that. Okay. So having this equation, we can do our thing. So this is going to be the same as x to the power 2 minus, okay, minus, then we can replace. So this is going to be 2 alpha plus beta, like that. Then x plus, then the product of roots, we already have it there, is 4 alpha beta equal to 0. But we know that alpha plus beta is negative 3. So this is just the same ones, open bracket. While there is this guy, we know that it's negative 3, that's the sum of roots. So I'm going to put negative 3 there. Product of roots, we know that it is negative 5 over 2. So when we do a thing here, we're going to have negative 6. Negative 6 multiplied by this negative becomes positive. So we're going to have something like this. X to the power 2 minus, then this is going to be negative 6, then x, then this is going to be a plus 4 multiplied by 5, it's negative 20. Negative 20 divided by 2 is negative 10. Going to have negative 10 in here equal to 0. So together we're going to have x power 2 plus 6x minus 10 equal to 0. This becomes our new equation, okay, for the first one. So always find the sum and the product of the roots given. We go to the second part, which happens to be b. So for b, we'll use the same concept. So we have been given the roots. It was 1 over alpha plus beta. This is alpha plus 1 plus, this is going to be 1 over beta plus 1. So if we, sorry, it wasn't a plus, it was a comma there. These are the roots given. So you always find their sum. So let's find their sum. Sum of roots. By the way, we already know that alpha plus beta was given as negative 3. And alpha beta, which is the product, was given as negative 5 over 2. So let's find their sum. So it's going to be 1 over alpha plus 1. Then we find their sum, which is a plus. We find their common denominator. It's going to be alpha plus 1. Then even this side is going to be beta plus 1. Then this into that, we are going to have beta plus 1 on top plus, then beta plus 1 into this, we're going to remain with alpha plus 1. So we're going to have beta plus 1 plus alpha plus 1 on top. Then here we can expand. Alpha multiplied by beta, it's alpha beta. Alpha multiplied by 1, it's alpha. 1 multiplied by beta, it's beta. 1 multiplied by 1, it's 1. So we collect the like terms. Beta and alpha can add, and we are going to have alpha plus beta. Then 1 plus 1 is going to be a 2. Then here we are going to have alpha beta plus, then alpha plus beta, then plus 1. Now, we know that this part here is the sum of roots. It's here. So where there is alpha plus beta, I'm going to replace with negative 3. Then while there is this guy here, we know that this is the product. So I'm going to replace with negative 5 over 2. Then this part here is the sum of roots. So I'll replace with negative 3 plus 1. So on top here, we're going to have negative 1 over, then this is going to be negative 5 over 2 minus 3 over 1 plus 1 over 1. So this is just the same as negative 5 over 2 minus 3 over 1 plus 1 over 1. So we're going to have the common denominator as our 2. 2 into 2, it's 1. Multiplied by negative 5 becomes negative 5. Minus, this is going to be negative 6. This is going to be negative 2. So if we add everything on the numerator, we get negative 9. So negative 9 over 2. So this is just the same as negative 1 over negative 1 over 9. negative 1 over negative 9 over 2. So which is just the same as this, and that can cancel, and we're going to have a 2 over 9. Okay, that becomes a 2 over 9. So when we add these roots, we are getting, so you can say when we sum the roots, we are getting 2 over 9. Positive. How about if we product the roots or we multiply the roots? So let's try to multiply the roots. So you can say product of roots. If we multiply the roots, I'll just get the same thing and just multiply it. That's all. And I'll be able to come up with the answer. 1 multiplied by 1 becomes 1 on top. Alpha multiplied by beta becomes alpha beta. Alpha multiplied by 1 becomes alpha. 1 multiplied by beta becomes beta. 1 multiplied by 1 becomes 1. So this is going to become 1 alpha. This is the product of roots. So the product was what? It was this part. So it becomes negative 5 over 2. This is the sum of roots. So it was negative 3. And then plus 1. So notice that what we're having here is what we also had here. And it was giving us negative 9 over 2. So this is just the same as 1 over negative 9 over 2, which is giving us negative 2 over 9. So the product of, when we product the roots, we're getting negative 2 over 9. So we can formulate the equation. What is the equation? X power 2 minus, you always put the sum of roots, x plus, then you always put the product of roots. Equal to 0. So what was the sum of roots? The sum of roots, when we summed up the roots, we're getting 2 over 9. When we product the roots, we're getting negative 2 over 9 equal to 0. So from here, we want to get rid of the ratios. We can multiply everything by 9 over 1. It's just the same as 9 here. So, multiply by 9. 9 multiplied by x to the power 2 becomes 9x power 2. Then this becomes this, and that will cancel. We're going to have a 2x plus that will cancel with that again. We're going to remain with this. This is going to be a minus 2. 9 multiplied by 0 becomes 0. And that is how you formulate the new equation. You can use this particular concept for all the other questions which come like this, and you'll be able to get the answer. If you found this video interesting and helpful, consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and don't forget to share to others. Thank you so much.